All right. So, well, that image isn't showing. Hmm. All right. So is the shift. I am Chance, and what we're doing today is more mutual funds. And so, the shift specifically is a project I want to continue to work on, which is helping people shift into new careers, new skills, and achieving some financial freedom through practice, practical advice, but lots of practice, and live interactive sessions just like this. And so the shift itself, if we're going to shift into anything new, I'd recommend having a mentor, taking lots of action, hopefully in mutually beneficial way. Win, win, win. It's good for you. It's good for somebody else, and it's in correlation with another area of your life. And so, um, lastly, three-legged stool to make sure we get enough sleep, good nutrition, and we've got exercise in check. So, for taking action today, I'm doing is looking up mutual funds for our family investments, and I want to get to 100 to compare to and then make some decisions off of. So, this is not financial advice, but just our way of handling our money. And so, for today's session, I want to make sure I've got chat turned on. I think I do, but I'm going to do some double checking really quick, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So, quick overview. Session two. That is not what that needs to say. Let's go in here. Chat is enabled, so we did accomplish that today. And then next is wanting to make sure we're focusing on growth, aggressive growth, mutual funds. Okay. And then what's the next thing? Want to make sure we are editing the title here. So this is the shift, day two. Save. Excellent. All right. So from yesterday, I probably got about 15 minutes and I'll have to hop off. But yesterday we looked at quite a few and probably a little bit of cleanup I want to do on those. But if you want to find what I'm currently working on, I'll drop this in the chat. And let's go over here to chat. So that is the Gumroad page. If you want to see the whole list that we have so far, there's about 25 mutual funds so far. And let me make a edit to that primary sheet. So I'll say this: when you doing a little bit of juggling and I hear a little background noise from the kids. Yeah, so this top link here, this is the mutual funds that we'll look at today. And I'm trying to get to 100 in this list for mutual funds. And then if you make the purchase, it's $1 to start and you'll be grandfathered into any updates from here on out. But this list is already available. So when you make the purchase, there's another Google Doc behind the scenes. And that's where I'm collecting all of them at once. So I'm going to go back and take these and say, I don't know those categories yet. And then I want to make note, this is mutual funds. I'll rename the sheet at the bottom. Okay. So from here, let's start diving into aggressive growth. I've still got three that I want to come back to. And then some aggressive growth ones I want to peek at today. Doing a little look up to see what category they actually land in, but at there. There's a, yeah, so Vanguard VMGRX. All right. I've only got 15 minutes, so I don't think I'm going to be able to go through all these, so we'll take a look. So what I'm hoping though is that these are aggressive based on our research today. And so I'll finish up where I ended yesterday. So let's back up to Morningstar. One thing I do want to do is look at some other ways of looking up mutual funds. If there's other sources to go to, Morningstar's been the first in the search results, so that's a win. But we'll kick this off. So this is the one we're starting with. Minimum investment is $10,000. Lifetime. Don't see the fee structure there. Have to look that up. 0.16 and then 1.1. Let's go back for a second before I do that. So all the way to the bottom. Inception was 1992, 1992, and then back to performance. 10-year is 12.8, so they've got a good reputation. 15 is 15.01. Still don't love this format that I get out of here. If I say I want percentage, and I say 12.8, hey, that worked out. 15.01. It's working great today. The percentage as well. And percentage is 16%. Okay. All right, that's working out great. I'll copy this source and today's date. All right, so excuse me. What kind of fund is this? Large blend, large growth. Not a high yield, so it's not going to be an income. I think we're ready to move on to the next. Still want to find this fee structure, so let's go here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Market watch. Yield. That yield does not match. Turnover is 2%. Expense ratio, that matches. Return 12.8. Yeah, they rounded up. Cool. Excuse me. And on fee. Maximum redemption fee. Front load. Nope. So no fee. I think we're ready for the next. So come back here. This large cap growth. Institutional. Okay. Let's see where you guys are at. So let's run over minimum investment is 100,000. Let's jump over to expense ratio. I'm going to put these over here. Um, all right, so expense ratio is 0.69. I don't understand this. I want the whole thing to be a percentage, 0.69. And that doesn't work. So was that really 16? Can't be 16. Nope. Go back. Quote 0.16. 16%. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll just run with that. All right, going back forward. Well, that's not going to be a thing, so I'm going to grab this again. Large cap. All right, none. Expense ratio, I'll have to double check on that. It's 100,000. Investment yield is 0.37, and love it. Notice the lifetime return origin date is after 10. Okay, now we can scroll down. We can see 1928, 1928, back to performance, and we see we are at 14.36 and 15.71, earliest available. Okay, move on to the next. You might notice I'm not diving into each one, understand it specifically, but I think the numbers help tell a story. So if we're not able to start making an investment with $100,000 in one fund, then that one's out of the mix, and we don't have to research all of them for all the things. So let's just get the numbers out that kind of help us get the process started. All right, let's knock out four more, and then I've got to sign off for a little while. Let's do this one. I've already searched for, and it is large blend. Jump over to here. So since it's moderate, we'll put it at a growth in income, and the initial investment. Not seeing that as part of the ranking here, so we'll go look this one up on its own. Vanguard here. Initial investment is 3,000, and expense ratio all over here is 0.26. It's active, balanced, fund fee. Purchase fee. Looks like that's going to be none. Looks like we need to get the fee structure here. My nose. So sorry. um, Not seeing it right out of the gate for that one, so we're going to keep on with this. The yield is 2.13, and origin date is 1929, and the performance 10 here is 8.17 and 10.21. On the master sheet we have inside of the Gumroad purchase here, you'll see that there's some conditional formatting started just to help make note of what we're looking for in a mutual fund. And hopefully that'll help us give some indicator of how things are going. Help us give an indicator of what fund to purchase. That's what I really want. So the what's the next thing we're doing here? We are going to grab the source link. Looks like I missed that on the previous one. So I think I'm done. Let's go back to, yes. We'll drop that in too. All right, let's get to these last three. Okay, and this one's going to be aggressive, and we could see, yeah, we're small growth. $2,000 initial investment. The no yield, no load. Oh, there's expense ratios. Expense ratios is 1.82. The yield is 0, and origin date is NEAGX is 2001. So 2001. Let's go up to performance all the way over. 13.95 and 15.42. Great. All right, two more. I'll add this to the master list. I gotta move the image. No initial investment, no yield. Expense ratio is 1.01, and front load. I still need to put a drop down into this one. That would make that a whole lot easier. Technology, large growth. Category may be good. If there's maybe get specific of what kind of category I'm listing here in comparison to the category that Morningstar shows. Origin, FELAX is 2000. And then let's get up to performance. And we'll jump in here. So all the way over 27.12 and 24.9. That's why their expenses are so high. They've got 24 years in. All right. But I've got a Morningstar link here as well as today's date. And we'll do one more and call it done. Okay. No, it's aggressive. There's a $3,000 minimum. The expenses is 0.37. And don't know the pay structure on that one. I'll leave that one blank just for now. And let's go down to this fund is 1997. And then performance shows a little bit of 8.22 and 12.3131. Grab the Morningstar link and today's date. I'll drop this in. I've got to restructure the columns, so I'll do that while I'm on the call. Look at our chat. So, yeah, what did we do? We moved the minimum investment all the way to the left. We've taken the fee, expense ratio, and yield all the way to the left. So we have expense ratio, fee, and yield, origin date. And then I didn't add anything else new, so we'll take in these here. SVS. Okay, those are added to the sheet for the mutual fund sheet in our master list. Again, the master list can be found when you make this purchase on Gumroad, and follow along. I'll keep these here until the next session, and then I will remove them. Yeah, if you're watching this, thanks so much, and glad to make more progress on this sheet. We are up to 31 funds in the list. Probably some cleanup I want to do, so that could be one of the things that I do next is clean up some of the funds. I've got some dead wood that these funds have been liquidated, and we can move those. So let's go to a plan. So make a plan, make a plan. It's not doing what I thought it would. All right, so let's copy this. Yeah. You don't know what Gumroad is. All right, so we'll say day 2, session 2. We'll do another session later today. And let's get to 100. I think next will be a remove liquidated funds from master list from master list. That's fun. I'll know what that is. And then next is let's go find maybe good just to validate that validate the categories. Mutual funds in master list. All right, we'll start there. I would love to have some background music, so add background music, especially if I could hear it. Find some classical music or something to listen to. Anyways, that's it for today, and looking forward to some other topics here coming up soon. But I want to knock this list of mutual funds out next. That'll help our Smith family make some decisions on that, and kind of get to build a product as well. If anyone else wants to grab a hold of this list, and not that it's the top mutual funds, and not that it's any financial advice whatsoever, but we want to first find some mutual funds we can dig into, and then if any extra money that we have, we'd like to throw it into some index funds, so we could do an index funds list as well. I'm helping the boys come up with a book to write. They're both writing a book. The one, our 8-year-old's pretty close. We've got a couple chapters to finish up on the typing portion, and our other son is 11, and he is writing in a composition book, his book. So this is their second book that they've written, and after that is probably reading some books out loud. I've got some books I've gotten from the library that I'd like to comb through and kind of pull out some of the gold. So it'd be cool to do that together. And then if anyone wants some help on their financial situation, sorry about my nose, but I'd love to jump on a call with someone and talk through their finances and help them pay off 100,000. So if I can help the community pay off 100,000 in debt, that'd be a goal that I have for these live sessions. And then also helping someone find a new job, learn a new skill, and just get some reps, practice something new. It doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be something small and actionable. So if you're having trouble taking action on finances or in some area of skill or career, I'd love to help. And then just working on the branding. I've got some subtasks of making sure that I've just making some progress on the shift. So even this session here was just noting what the vision is or that the purpose of this channel. So I want to be clearer about that. I'll keep marinating on those things. I'd like to change the order of these. So before you would involve someone else, make sure your health is in check, sleep, food, and exercise, and then find a mentor and taking action. Yeah, I feel good about that. Maybe some opportunity to write some content or make specific videos off of that, but I'm enjoying the live sessions. This has been really fun. All right, so that's it for this morning. You guys have a great one.